Hello, friends. PMC viewers everywhere, far and wide. We're finally here. We scheduled it Tuesday, but we've had complications. But it's getting done. And I'm interviewing Jonah of the Phoenix Incineroars, which is like your fourth team name that I've seen you use. Say
Yeah, it's
hello.
like, the 10th. How's it going, guys? It's like here.
I don't remember
And
what your first one was. What was your team name in the WPF?
the WPF was like um, that was, I honestly forget, but my first one was like the Valhalla Versions or something. It was so bad.
Oh my god.
It was so bad.
I gotta say, I like Phoenix Incineroars though, so
Thanks, man. I
that's a
have a
good
new one
name.
for my new league, but
I turned into you. I'm starting to change names every time in the NPL. I'm the
oh,
Calgary
really?
Flareons.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And
It's
then I'm
pretty
gonna
good.
be the Chicago Bewares, Dallas. I,
Mm.
I want to use Lucky's team name, Dallas Electrics, and also San Antonio Espers. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was a Palestine Polkias in the
that's right.
WPF.
You said that. I was like, what?
And then
Palestine? I legitimately thought you were from Palestine.
I was the no, I was the Bolt Strike Bishops in the league before, so.
Oh yeah, I heard of that name. Bolt Strike Bishop. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta stretch. Okay, yeah. Welcome to the league. It's your second season here. What's poppin'?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I was pretty pleased with how I did in the last season, but I need to get farther.
I definitely like
I
Mega
can't
Scizor
fall
a lot
anymore.
more than Mega Pidgeot.
Yeah, well, thanks, man.
Actually, I want to use Mega Scissor at one point. I used it in Uber's League. I feel like it's one of the only Megas that can stand up to Ubers. Um,
Yeah, like, people don't like it because of Fire Wings. Even I was not optimistic because my Mega got sniped twice. But
pe-
then I got Mega Scissor and it actually put in work for me.
People don't like it because they're like, Scizor can do everything Mega Scizor can do, but better. But they're ignoring the fact that it's so fucking fat.
Yeah, exactly. It's bulkier. It's way bulkier.
Scizor doesn't take hits like Mega Scizor does. Mega Scizor is
Yeah,
Skarmory, but with good attack.
yeah,
So, yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the PMC, sir? What's your opinion?
It's
What's
a
your onion?
it's a pretty good league. It's probably the best I've been in because it's such a welcoming community, and
Oh
you
yeah.
know, it's I don't know. There's so many people that you can just talk to.
Yeah,
It's not always just it's not just battles. You can it's just such a great community to be in
we
because there are people there that you can make friends with instead of just
yeah.
battling them.
Yeah, we're here for friends. We're here for some loving. Some nice
Okay.
loving. But what are your thoughts on league format in general? How do you feel about it?
Well, I would say this. I definitely like it more than OU and UU and RU and stuff like that because it's so much more creative. You can get so much more creative with it.
Yeah.
And things like speed creeping, I would never do that in like OU because there's so many Pokemon you can use. But when your opponent can only use 11 or 12, you can really make your team how you want it to be,
Yeah.
so that you have a better chance of winning just straight up if you know what your opponent's bringing and they know what you're bringing, so it's going to be much more competitive in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a lot more competitive because you have a lot more control. It's not based on luck and team matchup and shit like
Yeah.
that. So, yeah.
Well, it's still based on luck because it's Pokemon, but
Yeah. Um but what other prior league experience do you have?
I've been the OSA. That was the first one I made. It was a Showdown League. I went 9-0 and just won it all. It was pretty boring. But
Nice.
I was in the FBL. I was in, which is another Showdown League that I won. I was in the GSL, which only lasted 4 weeks. It died. I was in the WPF. I was in PMC season 2. I'm in the UBS or UBC season 4. Or,
UPS?
yeah, same thing. Whatever. I was in the CIL. I was in. I'm pretty sure that's it.
UPS.
WPF.
I worked at UPS. Man, I remember when I killed the WPF. That was so much fun. I
I was in the
single-handedly
IFC.
ended a league. How many people can say that? You talk.
I can. I mean, I kind of can, but Actually, yeah, I ended the GSL. Like I pretty much did.
I'm always that guy that's like, all right,
But
cool, this league is dead. All right, bye. But yeah, he's talking enough shit. You can get stuff done. I feel bad though, because
yeah.
I was like undefeated in that fucking league. That was great. Um, but yeah, what do you feel like is one of your biggest strengths in your playing?
Well, I think I'm definitely creative. On Showdown, you see the usable move and the not usually used moves or something like that.
Yeah.
I always go into the not usually used move because I knew that there's some really cool hidden gems in there. It could be really cool. Like Whirlpool is surprisingly cool,
Yeah.
or is surprisingly good in my opinion. It can do much. Like there's just a bunch of moves in there, and I can really stretch the boundaries of what people think about competitive Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I think I'm a good enough battler to get decently far. I don't expect to get to the championship, but that's definitely my goal. And who knows?
And I'm really excited for Z moves because that makes that section
Oh
of
yeah.
the team
Hmm.
builder really useful. Um,
Yeah.
like it's really helpful. The one move I want to point out is Aerial Ace because like every mon in the game gets Aerial Ace, but now every mon in the game gets a base 120 flying move. So
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Exactly.
Um, also Dig. So every mon
Dig. Yep.
gets strong earthquake because it's not 2 turns anymore. Like that's
Oh yeah.
when in my NPL draft I put Z moves on my Weavile, so now I have a base 120 flying type move and a base 160 ground type move. So it's really good.
That's really good.
Yep.
It's actually really good. No more natural gift, right?
Might maybe. I still
I mean,
still
well,
need fire
yeah.
moves.
Well, yeah.
Um,
It's true.
but oh shit, where was I? Oh yeah. What do you feel like is one of your bigger weaknesses?
I don't, I think I sometimes I rush my moves.
Ah,
I honestly I don't think things through as much. Like I'm a good battler when I want to when I can be, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And I think the two losses that I had definitely showed that I could have. And I don't know why, but every time I'm doing a battle and I'm recording it, it was just the PMC where I just like uncontrollably shake. Like I don't know why, but hopefully that doesn't happen because that really messes me up. I believe I misclicked once in week one that I could have had allowed me to win.
oh yeah.
Also, I missed the high jump kick, but I still, I don't know. I hope I can not shake so much and not be so much nervous. It's just a game, so I don't know. Hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah, I feel you.
Hopefully I won't rush my moves.
You get nervous because I mean, there you got all these important people trying to watch you. That's how I felt
Yeah,
recording my thing for the NPL. I was like, these people, they're gonna be watching and they're gonna be judging me, and I don't like that. No. Um,
yeah.
but how do you usually go about your drafting? How do you plan out your shit?
Well, usually I start with a tier one. Definitely look for tier five steals. I was gonna get Licky Licky in the UBC, and I didn't get it because I thought I'd get it, but no, someone else sniped it for me. I thought Serena was a great pick, but that got sniped. Just things like that. I really like Serena because it gets rapid spin and high jump kick and it's pretty bulky, but you know, um, yeah, I just think first of all I look at what my ace is gonna be, and then I look at what can I do to help it. What can I do to surround good things around it?
Yeah, how to support it, how to make it do its
Yeah, how to
job.
support it.
I feel that. Pretty similar. Do you plan out your team immediately? Like, do you have every mon you want planned out, or do you?
Yes, that's exactly how I do. I do every Pokemon how I want. Sometimes I do backups,
Yeah.
but basically I just go for it. I just go all in, and what I have, I usually just do scraps. I usually do one and then say, no, that sucks, and then I get rid of it, and then I just keep practicing with planning drafts so that so that I'm ready to get sniped. Like PMC season 3, I did not get sniped nearly as much as I did in PMC season 2, which really worked out for me. But I mean, maybe that's because I planned my draft better. I remember the GSL. I picked Klefki round 1 because it was my backup for Heatran. It's my backup, so I gotta pick it. But that's you can't be so simple-minded like that if you want to do good. I mean, I still got pretty decent in that league, but you can't pick Klefki round 1. Don't be that guy who picks Klefki round 1.
Yeah, if you're doing something like that, like if you were trying to pick up Heatran round one and then your backup is Klefki and Heatran gets sniped, just move. If you
Yeah.
don't pick up Klefki round one, you move it back to like round
Yeah.
3 or 4, and then boom, you have priority on your other shit that you would have picked up later on and were sniping. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but what do you feel like is the most overrated mon in the format?
I'd have to say either Zumo or maybe Charizard X, I guess, because I can get around that thing. Like that thing hasn't given me much problems
No.
or many problems, but people think it's so godly.
Yeah.
If I were to look, um, What else is there, to be honest?
I like Charizard X. That's usually my
Evo.
answer.
Yeah. Victini's like good, but I mean, there are ways to get around it. Cresselia, there are ways to get. I mean, I know it's really bulky. I've used it, but I know there are ways to get around it, and things that you can set up on, but people just are like so worried about it.
Yeah.
Like what's so good about this one Pokemon? There's always a way around it. So, as long as you draft it semi decently, you're gonna be able to get around anything. You just gotta play good enough and prep good enough.
I think someone else said Cresselia one time, and I had a story about that. He's like, you know how you get around Cresselia is you fucking break it. I brought Life Orb, Nasty Plot, Infinite with Overheat. And I set up as he switched into Cresselia, did 98% and then died. But I broke the Cresselia.
Yeah, you broke it. Exactly. That's what you need.
Yep.
That's what you need to do.
So on the other side, what do you feel like is a really underappreciated mon?
Well,
Mega Pidgeot?
Well, yes. In fact, yes, exactly. Mega freaking Pidgeot.
It's
right?
bad.
It's bad, but who knows? I could make it work.
If
right?
you,
Just
I
'cause
want you
good-
to make it work. I want you to show me up
Okay.
because I want Mega
It
Pidgeot.
gets
to
mirror
go.
move.
Oh, true. Z
gets
mirror move Mega Pidgeot. Let's go.
Yep. Except I can't use the mirror. Except I cannot use the Z move because I have a Mega.
I've always wanted there to be an ability that lets you have 2 items.
Yes, that's what I've wanted for such a long time.
So good.
But anyway, I like Moltres. I think that's underrated. 'Cause
Yes.
Even though it's a fire flying, it's pretty strong.
Yes.
I mean, and there's burn up. Burn up is an insane move. It's 130 power and 100 accuracy, and it's a special move, and it gets rid of your fire typing until you switch. And Moltres can learn it, and Arcanine can learn it, and Typhlosion can learn it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's.
So it's pretty cool. So
I'm not gonna say anything about what something showed. Something that someone showed me. But yes, burn up is a very good move. But yeah,
Hoopa's really cool too. I like Hoopa.
normal Hoopa.
Normal Hoopa. Hoopa Unbound does not have to be underrated because it's already too good.
Yeah,
In my opinion, and then Incineroar. I just like Incineroar because it's so fast.
I love
and
Incineroar.
It's a great lead and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely.
I wish I could get it, but
But what expectations do you have for yourself for the season?
I expect to make the playoffs and make the semifinals. All right. Well, no. Okay. I expect to
You expect to
be
win.
the champion. All right.
There you go.
I expect to keep. I expect to just go undefeated now. But I mean,
You should.
yeah, I should. I honestly should. With the team I have, even though it's not as good, but I feel like with the UBC, I actually had like a plan going in about what I wanted to do. With PMC, I did have a plan, but it just doesn't look like it meshes enough. But I mean, hey. Yep.
That's gonna be a fun video.
Hey man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I'm done with my maniacal laughter, who do you have any inspirations when it comes to your battling?
The Bird. All right, he's a great battler, and he's in my division, so not making the playoffs, but it's okay because I definitely expected him to be the champion, of PMC season 2, like by week 5, because he just had such a dynamic. He franchised Nidoqueen, which is cool.
Gotta spank his little bottom.
I also like, I guess Pokemon. I guess he's just a good battler, just good battlers in the league. Lord Envy, I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So just good battlers that know what they're doing, good enough to just be able to wipe the competition. That's what I aim to do.
Definitely.
So,
Well, thank you for your time. This was a relatively quick interview. I know you being a high schooler that's on winter break, you definitely have a really busy schedule going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah.
But I have one last question for you, Mr. Jonah. I'm not going to say your last name because I'm sure you don't want that public.
Thank you.
Who is going to be the PMC Season 3 champion?
Kyle, it's obviously you.
Yes!
I mean,
Finally
come on.
someone said it! I said it in like 4 videos. It's me. I'm the champion. Thank you. I feel so good now.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Exactly.
So yeah. Thank you for watching.
No problem. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, you definitely watched the video.
I thought you were talking. Whoops.
Good job. Thank you, people, for watching the video. Go check out Jonah and all of his shaky goodness, and love on the PMC as well. And I believe I have one last interview to do, although these aren't going to go up in the order that I recorded them. But I'm happy. So, yeah. Any last words?
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.